And welcome in, everybody. Make pop. Hold it down a little bit. All good, all good. Nico, you're not going outside. Just calm the fuck down, bro. Wish a fucking external camera would work. Fucking won't work. With this fucking truck for some reason. I don't know. It is what it is. See what we got here. We want to go to the right. Let's go to the right. Really? Alright, we'll do that. Try it one more time, Miko. That's it. Shit. Move it.
New Dr. Insanity. Cops discover car filled with serial killer's victim. I'm so excited.
The American people are counting on you to drive. Let's go.
This guy's amazing.
Keep right.
I don't know, dude.
And then exit right.
I never knew anything about this until
Exit right.
I never even heard it.
Police just arrived at an airport parking lot to investigate reports of an abandoned truck. Initially,
They bring bodies to the hospital. Right?
inside the truck lay 4 bruised and dismembered bodies hidden inside boxes. Officers didn't know at the time is that 11 more bodies lay buried and hidden in remote areas of the state. And active twisted serial killer was on the loose. Detectives were able to put some behind.
Taking these other 11, did you take them all to the same place?
We're gonna be neighbors.
Yep, that's by my LLC. What's with all the hands?
Turn left.
It started on a Sunday afternoon when police in Grants, New Mexico received a mysterious call. A landlord had just discovered something he described as disturbing while cleaning out an evicted tenant's home.
see him today, but we have
In 400 meters, turn right.
That reminds me of intervention. Smoke the zombie and listen. What this thing with the dog? How'd you not see it on the
Turn
chair?
right.
That was funny. And then when Tony found out he killed him. Oh my god. This is something crazy. Killed him.
Continue straight. In 400 meters, turn right.
I told you I had to. It might be interesting. I can't even defend myself now.
Turn right.
It doesn't change anything. I can verify he wasn't in on the front. Still stick with the door. How could you not see it on the chair? Because I know what it's like with the thing.
Bro! This is pure comedy,
Talking non-stop.
You've
20
arrived.
minutes.
It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I remember that. I remember he was sitting on the couch and he was just like saying shit like, "What is life?" Or but I love. Oh no, he was like, "How do they know no two fingerprints are the same? Like they'd have to have everyone's fingers whacked out of his shoes." But Tony goes, "But just stick with the door. How do you not see it on the chair?"
Underneath some of the kid stuff, you know. Okay. So we go to put the puppy in the bag because we were gonna bury it, and then we see that they had tied a cord on its neck. Okay. Well, we've had, like I said, nothing but problems with these guys, so I at least want to put a report on file. I know we won't be able to say who did it and when, but that needs to be associated with him, you know, because we're gonna take him to court for a lot of other things, and if I can just have that, I'll help. Okay.
It was clear the puppy had suffered a horrific death. Animal control arrived shortly afterwards and confirmed it had been deliberately tortured, noting a cord tied tightly around its neck. The cruelty of the scene was deeply unsettling, and the officer immediately recognized that they were dealing with someone truly twisted. Unfortunately for investigators, the puppy was just the first body.
Yo, somebody said put new soccer around it. Let me tell you something, man. That's the head of CBS. That's the head of CBS. I covered that. I covered that. I covered Rhode Island. I spent time in new soccer. New soccer Rhode Island.
Scenes of strange disappearances and disturbing evidence pointed to something far more calculated than anyone expected.
I studied computer science, and my thesis in college was AI systems for finance. And I ended up working on Wall Street at a great investment bank, doing M&A work, and it was very clear to me that that tool I had made in undergrad could now be turbocharged by these new algorithms and large language models. And I left that job because I started building AI tools for finance. The foundation labs are doing an awesome job.
That same day, Detective Robert Turney was assigned a missing persons case involving Matthew Miller. Matthew's grandmother had called 911 days earlier, worried because she hadn't seen or heard from him in nearly a week. It turned out police were already familiar familiar with Matthew and knew he had previously struggled with substance abuse, so initially they assumed his disappearance was drug-related. Maybe he overdosed. But Matthew's family insisted something was different this time, and urgently requested his family detectives trust their instincts. Detective Turney decided to visit Matthew's grandmother, where he would discover some unsettling new possibilities.
CVS Convenience Variety Store. You know what that stands for? Convenience. You know, I don't Someone time out this guy Fun Times, bro. Shut up.
You guys can help me out by just calling around to hospitals, clinics, rehabilitation places, other county jails, and just see
The
if,
time has arrived, President Wazer. The world awaits your commands.
Okay. But I really he's not that kind of person.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my main fear.
And he probably has a little bit of a complex because he knows he's that kind of person. And so he really has
After rehashing some information with Matthew's family, Detective Turney would go on to learn some critical details. Matthew's girlfriend told the family she saw him getting into a vehicle with several other people, including a blonde woman named Jennifer Lannon, someone Matthew had recently been spending time with. He also learned that Matthew often spent time with a close friend named Justin Mata and his girlfriend, Leonie Calzada. All three were known to use drugs together. Acting quickly on these promising new leads, police began searching locations Matthew was known to frequent, and soon enough, they located Matthew's Chevy Colorado truck parked and seemingly abandoned within a few blocks away from Leonie and Justin's residence. The truck was dirty, locked, and appeared to have been parked there for several days. Inside, detectives found clothing and personal belongings, as well as several unsettling items including a pair of rubber gloves and a shovel lying in the truck's bed. They also found multiple cell phones that were damaged in the front and back seats. It seemed clear Matthew hadn't intended to leave the truck there, and detectives sensed something wasn't right. Immediately, investigators canvassed the area and found surveillance cameras nearby, one of which captured Matthew's truck arriving at Leonie and Justin's address on January 26th, just 3 days before Matthew was reported missing. With these alarming discoveries, Detective Turney knew the next logical step was to urgently speak with Matthew's friends, Justin Mata and Leonie Calzada, hoping they could shed some light on the situation. However, when they arrived at the couple's residence, they would quickly realize
In 400 meters, turn left.
missing.
Turn left.
just you? You sure? You okay, we come in? Hey, guys.
This is Leonie Calzada, the girlfriend of Matthew's close friend, Justin Mata, and someone detectives suspected might know
Exit right.
House. Get a couple of garbage bags. Pour out the
Exit right.
You got shit all over the floor. You got a child, man. For Christ's sake. Take 10, 15, 20 minutes and clean your place.
Turn right.
I think that I don't like beans, you know? I'll be doing my friends do it on the weekends. Never in school. And I only have like one beat. This one.
Detective Turney couldn't shake the feeling that something was overlooked, so he returned to speak briefly with Leone, unaware she dropped a crucial clue.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
My God. What am I wrong? Christ, rock. What is that phrase? What is that phrase? Out of nowhere, Christ on a crack? But like, what phrase is that? What is it convey? Christ on a cracker? It's just the same. I don't know. I heard it. Fucking said it sense. It just popped into my head. What if you heard it wrong and you just been saying the wrong thing? I know.
Leone revealed that Justin had recently taken off with another woman named Jennifer, supposedly heading to Arizona to re-up on drugs and to make some money. With this new detail, Detective Turney now found himself investigating the disappearances of 3 different people: Matthew Miller, Justin Mata, and now, potentially, Jennifer. Not yet aware just how closely connected these cases really were. So to move forward, Turney quickly looked into Jennifer and discovered she had recently been reported missing by her ex-husband, Sean Lennon. That name sounded familiar to Detective Turney, because just days or...
What is this definition? What? Christ on a cracker is a colloquial explanation used to express surprise, shock, or disbelief. The phrase humorously plays on the Catholic concept of the Eucharist, where the bread or wafer is believed to be the body of Christ. Yeah, all right. It's all part of that whole thing, yeah. So that's a real phrase. Christ on a cracker.
Earlier, officers had responded to a disturbing call at 817 Kingman Avenue, the same property where the remains of a tortured puppy had been uncovered, and the tenants evicted from that very house, Sean and Jennifer Lannon. Finally, investigators were starting to connect the dots. 3 people, all closely linked through drugs and personal relationships, had vanished within days of each other. Detective Turney realized it was time to canvass the neighborhood surrounding Sean and Jennifer's former home, hoping a neighbor might have seen something suspicious or could offer the lead they desperately needed. That's when they found a neighbor whose security camera was pointed directly at Sean and Jennifer's old residence.
The Secret Service has your back, and so do I.
What the investigators saw on the
Let's
footage
go.
would finally bring some much-needed clarity to their case. Without this neighbor's camera, detectives might have hit another frustrating dead end, and it shows just how important reliable security can be, because when something happens, every second
Dr. Insanity,
matters.
man.
That's why I'm trying
Son of a-
breakaway and alarm systems while there's still dog walker won't trip notification beacons. Lock the no long-term and simply safe. Is it simply safe? Save.
How much money did you get for that? You gotta pay the bills, brother.
On January 26th,
You better
they
have gone
were
out
seen
and
entering Sean's home, but investigators never see him leave. Hours later, Sean is spotted on camera.
This guy? I think he got like 20. Nah, this is... Nah, they're paying. This, you know how many people are watching it? I don't even know if he got 20. Based off, how much you think he
Keep
made
left
on that
and
ad,
then
based off
turn
his
left.
experience? I think he made 10 to 20.
Driving away in Matthew's truck, and when he returns, he's alone, on foot. Matthew is nowhere to be seen. 2 days later, on January 28th, the same camera recorded someone loading household items into a red Dodge Dakota.
This is them. Someone keeps saying, what are they? Look.
That company's very good. Do you see this?
There it is.
And guys, I'm gonna tell you something. It's not. If you're like, ew, salt and vinegar. I'm telling you, it's actually not very strong, like whatsoever. You gotta get this. You gotta
Parked outside the residence.
Turn left.
Hey, that's good.
And driving away. This CCTV footage marked a critical turning point for investigators. For the first time, detectives had visual proof of Matthew at Jennifer and Sean's residence. A significant new lead. And step was clear. Detective Turney needed to speak directly to Sean. His encounter clarified what happened that day and potentially revealed crucial details about the missing trio. The next morning, Detective Turney reached out to Sean and agreed to sit down for a formal interview. Whatever Sean said next had the potential to shift the direction of this case completely.
Mom, Dad's been away working for a whole year. We finally get to see him today, right?
That's right, honey. We're going to the city where he works to surprise me.
Yay!
In 400 meters.
Dad's over there.
Turn left.
So, first things first, let's figure it.
Turn left.
No, it's 600 calories if you ate the whole bag. No one's eating the whole bag.
So
turn left. Turn left.
Hey, I'm Lydia. I work on Cloud Code here at Anthropic, and today we're launching Cloud Tag, which lets Cloud collaborate right alongside your team. At Anthropic, we've been tagging Cloud in for most of this year, so honestly, all of this is just how we live. And across Anthropic, Cloud Tag covers 65% of the product pull requests. So, for example, here we have a team about a week out from shipping a product. So, what's going on in engineering? Drew heard from his sales rep that one feature, scheduled exports, is the thing their biggest deals are waiting on. He doesn't own it, so he asked the person who does. Notice that this is all multiplayer. Nadia texts Claude, and Claude keeps up with the thread, reacting to product decisions made in real time. It opens the PR, and it lands the change. And the cool part is that Claude knew what the feature was and where the code needs to go. It's scoped each channel, and the context each team has. And over time, it builds memory out.
Josh claims that Sean arrived at the residence of a woman named Kelly DeSoto, carrying a bag he carefully hid in the ceiling of her home before leaving to speak with detectives at the police station. After Sean left, Kelly discovered the hidden bag, removed a gun from inside, and handed it off to a man named Danny Lemos, locally known as Dog, who quickly took the weapon and left on foot. When Sean returned and realized the bag was missing, he became visibly agitated, smashing his phone on the ground before storming out. These troubling claims raised immediate suspicion around everyone involved, including two new persons of interest, Kelly DeSoto and Daniel Lemos, both closely associated with Sean and Jennifer based on Josh's statement. Danny Lemos was nowhere to be found at the time, so Detective Turney knew he urgently needed to verify Josh's account by speaking directly with Kelly, and more importantly, find out if she was hiding anything that could help connect the dots in this increasingly tangled case.
Take the second exit for freedom.
Let's just 1 second. I'm reading a couple people, like a little confusion or whatever. Just listen. It's all gonna come together. Remember last week or 2 weeks ago when the women, I didn't
Continue
like,
straight.
Give this just a couple of minutes because here's what the old guy and the chick. You know, the guy.
No, I know. Los looks like he went to school with short ones. He's gonna be sweaty.
They just kind of be part of this thing and not just continually hurling insults at people. I mean, what is the point of that? I mean, does that make you, are you happy? Jesus Christ. I'm trying to say, take a second, they're going to connect the dots
Take off
here.
the hazards.
When investigators first arrived at Kelly's house, she agreed to meet them at the station for an interview, but refused their offer of a ride, saying her boss would bring her in about 30 minutes. However, when the time came, Kelly never showed up at the police station. It was a major red flag, and it made investigators even more suspicious of her. 2 hours later, Detective Turney returned to her house, suspecting that Kelly might be stalling for time or trying to cover something up.
Enough. It's Robert, Ben. The detectives.
Hi.
Ready?
Michelle hasn't gotten here yet. So I talked to my lawyer and he told me that I didn't have to go with you guys.
You don't have to.
What is it about? Can you tell me?
It's about the disappearance of
who?
Matthew Miller and Jennifer Lana. Sean Lana.
Sean is not missing.
I know he's not.
This time, Kelly's behavior was noticeably different. She appeared distraught, reluctant to cooperate, and quick to mention her lawyer. Detective Turney felt certain that she was withholding crucial information and decided to press harder.
What's Sean here yesterday?
Keep left. And then turn left.
So we're believing the guy who was found robbed. What's the verdict?
Jennifer's identification cards, the grandma must take the gun later. You think he did something to Jennifer and that thing?
He doesn't seem like that type of person.
I think you're lying to me about that. Jennifer's husband.
I don't know. Like he asked me, he said, where's my, yeah, no, I didn't see him.
After some more pressure, Kelly admitted she had several suspicious bags in her shed, supposedly belonging to Sean. Curious about the contents of the bags, detectives quickly followed Kelly to take a closer look.
Turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
So like this thing of like, oh, you know what, have a struggle, have a problem, whatever. Like everyone in this house is doing it's like police stuff. Just because you maybe not doing well financially, you're struggling, you can still be clean and orderly. I always remembered that my friend's apartment, like they took such pride. The place was spotless. You know what I mean? But you go in every house you go into here, it's like a fucking pigsty. Disgusting.
Five Below is my one-stop shop, no matter what party or celebration is on my house. They always have everything I need to throw a party, and they give me all like a pro plan. They've got healing foods, arts and crafts, party favors, candy, you name it. And hands down, it's a good time every time. No matter what party you're planning, hit up Five Below.
When you want to explore a destination that makes you feel listening to Hershey, Pennsylvania, a town built on more than just chocolate. Our founder, Milton S. Hershey, had a vision to provide a home and school for children to live, learn, and become their best selves with all costs covered. Today in Hershey, every coaster ride, every concert, every hockey game, and so much more helps thousands of Milton Hershey school students. And the best part, to become a part of our sweet legacy, all you have to do is visit.
Dude, the other thing too. Talk about, and I'm not talking about women because I'm not a woman, so I'm just saying I'm relating to guys here. Guys, you have to keep your car. I mean, how many times you get in somebody's car? They got food wrappers all over the ground. The back seat's a fucking disgrace. It's, you know, guys, I don't care. You don't have to have a fancy car. If you keep that shit clean, that's very, very important. That tells a lot about you as a person. You know what I mean? I always think about that, man.
On Jackson? Are you home? She let us search that thing. And outside.
Despite their best efforts, detectives found no clear signs of blood or evidence linking back to the missing people. It was a frustrating dead end, and the chances of finding them seemed increasingly slim.
What the fuck is wrong
At this stage, investigators had narrowed down their focus to several individuals close to the missing trio, each with conflicting stories and questionable behavior that kept detectives on edge. But without hard evidence, options were increasingly running out. Desperate for a breakthrough, Detective Turney secured a search warrant for Sean and Jennifer's former home at 817 Kingman Avenue. Unsure exactly what or who they might encounter, officers cautiously approached the property, prepared for any potential threat. Yet again, investigators were too late. The house had already undergone extensive renovations, carpets removed, drywall stripped, any potential evidence completely erased. Unbeknownst to investigators at the time, the critical evidence they desperately needed was sitting in an abandoned truck, miles away, just waiting to be discovered. For now, though, every possible lead was exhausted, and Detective Turdy knew it was time for a more direct approach. So he called Sean once more, determined to extract something, anything, that could finally lead investigators to the missing trio.
Hello?
Hey, is this Sean?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Sean, this is Detective Turney. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing today?
Good, man. I've been trying to get a hold of your other number, and it's not working. So you know anything new?
No, haven't heard anything.
Okay. Are you still around town?
No, I'm in Albuquerque.
No, we've made some progress here and there. I've got a bunch of pictures of different vehicles. I'd like you to take a look at, see if you could help me identify them.
Get time tomorrow. I wanted to come in and stuff I gotta return to the school.
Okay. All right, just make sure the kids are taken care of, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks.
Sean sounded cooperative and willing to help, promising Detective Turney he would come in for questioning. Yet, Sean never showed up. The next day, Turney even offered to personally pick Sean up and bring him to the station. Once again, Sean failed to appear. At this point, Turney felt certain Sean was deliberately stalling. They couldn't afford to waste any more time. He's done playing cat and mouse. With the CCTV footage and witness statements pointing directly at Sean and Danny as crucial figures, Detective Turney knew he needed to bring them in for questioning. So investigators dug deeper into both men's backgrounds. That's when the indigent worked. Sean had an outstanding warrant for missing a court appearance related to a 2020 assault and battery charge. It was the break they needed. On February 25th, officers located Sean in Albuquerque and arrested him without incident, transporting him directly to the Grants Police Department for questioning. Detective Turney's goals for the interviewers: determine exactly what Sean knew about the missing trio and find out where Danny Williams vanished after taking the alleged gun.
Let's go there to
McDonald's. I thought that was the last time we ever used it. And I got Smith's, we got water, food, Walmart, that's it.
Let's get going. The leaders of many foreign nations await your arrival.
I'm not going in the mountains. I have children. I don't have any bodies. Like, I was a medic in the army. Like, I have 3 kids.
I don't think you're capable of doing something like this. I think you're very capable of defending yourself though. An accident.
Little actor.
If it was nice, I would be like, that's self-defense. Because self-defense needs more. Literally, no. Biggest fear in my house. Why did Justin stay in the house? Was had a dog. Like, that guy scares my own brother. So,
who told you to park it there? Justin?
Justin was there at the house. Talking with, like, they're all juvenile. So,
who's all there?
Jennifer, Justin, and he gets a boatload of pills from him. And they're like, we're gonna go somewhere. I mean, they had nobody, nothing.
So you take the drugs and the kids.
No, they leave the truck. And I'm like, well, I need to go. Like, can I get some fucking groceries or some shit? And literally, I'm like, what are we doing with the truck? He's like, I'm like, yeah, leave the shit here. No. He's like, yeah, I can park in front. You just, I need to go to the dumpsters. I need to go $1 for water.
So they told you in the house when you're done with it, the truck is going to want my compartments.
Matthew, the parking down the street. He said, but he's over there near the just leave it there.
As the interview continued, Sean seemed to have an answer for everything, including the CCTV footage, claiming he only moved the truck at Matthew and Justin's request. He also appeared to casually downplay the entire incident, insisting the trio's disappearances were simply part of a drug-related business venture, nothing criminal. But Detective Turney...
Hey, dude, here's the thing. No body.
Turn right.
Or I should say, with no body. Nobody can contradict this. So, I'm going through this right now, but obviously, without the body, I can say any of this shit, because they're not there to say no body.
To me, Sean's explanation didn't match witness statements, and his earlier actions were too suspicious to ignore. Without solid proof, Turney couldn't directly refute Sean's story. So, to move forward, Detective Turney changed tactics. He decided to deliberately introduce Danny Lemos into the conversation, offering Sean an easy scapegoat. If Sean took the bait, Turney might finally uncover what Sean was hiding, or at least gain insight into what really happened to the missing trio.
I have no idea. I literally spend most of my time with the kids.
Keep right.
It would be the guys that, if I got these bodies, I'm put it in my pig and show me the pig one day because it's house. I don't have any answers for math. I don't know. Talk to Dalton.
Keep right.
Move a body.
And then turn right.
I guess the creepy dude that talks about
Turn right.
pigs and everything with that.
Just as planned, the moment Danny Lemos' name came up, Sean seized the opportunity and implicated him, pointing to Danny's violent nature and even suggesting his ability to dispose of bodies using pigs. Beyond those accusations, however, Sean stuck to his story for the rest of the interview, denying any involvement in the disappearance. Without solid proof against him, detectives had no choice but to end their questioning. Still,
Continue
Sean
straight.
wasn't completely free. His outstanding warrant for failure to appear in court meant he'd spend the next 7 days in custody, and officers immediately transported
Take the
him
second
to the
exit
local
for freedom.
jail. Investigators spent the following week interviewing acquaintances, re-examining evidence, and piecing together scattered leads. During their interview, one detail caught Detective Turney's attention: the mysterious red Ford truck that was spotted parked outside Sean's residence, later leaving with unknown contents loaded in the back. Investigators had not yet located this truck, and Turney strongly suspected it might hold something crucial to their case. For now, though,
Was he gonna come back for it?
One from surveillance footage gathered during the investigation. What officers found inside would confirm the gruesome truth they'd been searching for.
Kinda smells. Kinda smells, but not to like decompose or anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's
1:30, but they said they didn't want to send anybody out here.
There's a pretty foul smell coming from the vehicle.
Yeah.
Every so often. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I can't really tell what it was. It really sound like, I can't really think it smelled like decomp body or something like that, but I don't know. Yeah, I can smell something, but I can't really tell what it was. It also smelled like dirty, like yellow almost, but yeah, I don't know. The little checks that doing all that good stuff, so.
In the back of the truck were several sealed storage bins, emitting an unmistakable smell of decay. And inside were the dismembered bodies of Jennifer Lannon, Matthew Miller, and Justin Mata. Jennifer had been shot at close range in the head. Justin had also suffered a gunshot wound to the head, along with severe blunt force injuries. And Matthew's body showed clear signs of massive head trauma, evidence he'd also been beaten to death. But the horrors didn't end there. Hidden beneath a tarp in the passenger seat was yet another body. Randall Apostolon, the truck's owner. His body showed signs of severe blunt force trauma, and a bloodied hammer found nearby was clearly the weapon used to kill him. Investigators found more disturbing evidence inside the truck. Multiple serrated knives stained with dried blood, a handsaw, and several pairs of industrial gloves, all clearly pointing to a calculated, cold-blooded murder. It was still unclear to investigators why Randall had been murdered or how his death was connected to the other three, but they wouldn't have to wait long to find out. Detectives urgently turned to the Albuquerque airport surveillance cameras, knowing the truck hadn't driven itself there. And it didn't take long before they spotted exactly who they were looking for. On March 3rd.
Or something. I don't know. Put it in a lake. You're bringing it there, and they're gonna see you walking away from the car with dead body.
And it sounds like he stole the car, so it wasn't even his. So you have nothing to. You have no ties to the car. Just leave it somewhere.
He killed the fucking owner. The guy's the owner is dead in the vehicle.
2021, just 2 days before the gruesome discovery, the airport's cameras captured Sean Lannon driving the truck into the airport parking lot, exiting the vehicle, and leaving behind the bodies of his 4 victims. Finally, detectives found their killer. It was time to track Sean down and bring him in.
You know what somebody said in the chat? Take it somewhere and set the fucking thing on fire.
That would have been better.
I mean, at least you're trying to somehow maybe cover the evidence, but you're not going to get tracked at the airport. The airport, bro. Come on.
On the same day the bodies were discovered, police urgently scrambled to track down Michael Debkowski through witness statements and surveillance footage that placed him directly at the scene. A quick background check also revealed the victim wasn't a random target. Debkowski was someone Sean had personally known for many years. It was an alarming detail that made it clear Sean's violent spree was far from over. Now with 5 bodies... securing surveillance footage and cell phone data. And finally, on the morning of March 10th, U.S. Marshals pinpointed Sean's location in St. Louis, Missouri, and they quickly moved in and captured him without incident. Sean Lennon was immediately extradited back
Keep
to
right.
New Jersey,
And
finally putting
continue
an end
straight.
to his killing spree.
Our veterans and military families sacrifice
Continue
so much
straight.
for our freedom and deserve to be cared for back home. That's why Senator John Huston fights in Washington to honor their sacrifice. Huston introduced legislation to expand health care access for rural veterans, voted to authorize a pay raise for our troops, and even co-sponsored the bill protecting military paychecks from government shutdowns. Senator Huston serves those who sacrifice for us. Call Senator John Huston. Tell him to keep delivering for Ohio veterans.
Hey, Meta. Hey, Meta. Where's the nearest ice cream shop? The nearest.
By now, the evidence against Sean Lennon was overwhelming. Investigators had more than enough to charge him, but there were still critical questions that only Sean could answer. They still needed to understand exactly why he committed these horrific murders and determine whether he acted alone or if others helped him carry out and conceal evidence.
Keep right.
When Detective
And
Tony sat down
continue
face to face
straight.
with Sean, he expected more lies and deception, but surprisingly, Sean didn't
Continue
resist
straight.
or deny anything. Instead, he resigned to his fate, openly admitting he opening statement, there were even more bodies waiting to be found.
And so the other 11, you said started about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago? And you disarmed them from guns, and you said knives?
Knives. Yeah. It's funny. And that was like a pickaxe, but it's more of a pick. This one like a pickaxe.
It's like if you had to think back, like how many out of the 11 were shot and how many were stabbed? Like if you can elaborate on any of that.
2 were shot.
2. And then how many were stabbed?
The rest of them.
The rest of them. So 9.
Tell you about my burger guy. He comes from a legacy of burger pros.
At least 11 additional people, mostly drug dealers tied to Jennifer, and hidden their bodies in remote areas of Mount Bates National Park. Detectives approached these claims cautiously, knowing Sean was a skilled manipulator who mixed truths with calculated lies. Perhaps this was his last attempt to influence the outcome of his trial later on. But despite extensive searches, no additional bodies were ever discovered, and Sean's claims remained unverified. Detectives also investigated one of the key persons of interest directly implicated by Sean himself, Danny Lemos. He was located in Albuquerque and arrested by U.S. Marshals on March 25th, 2021. Danny agreed to speak with Detective Turney, firmly denying any involvement and expressing shock that Sean was even capable of these horrific crimes. He admitted taking the handgun Sean had hidden in Danny's house, but claimed he had no idea it was tied to a murder and had quickly sold it afterwards. After exhaustive interviews and reviewing all available evidence, detectives eventually cleared Danny, along with all other potential suspects, ultimately concluding Sean acted
Exit right.
So that they can come in whenever they want.
Okay, after a couple of weeks,
Exit right.
Dr. Insanity, secret killer leads cops to a $3 million murder.
In 400 meters, turn right.
They can come in fucking 3 hours after you get there.
Are they like murdering?
And say,
I'm always so fascinated by
today's the day.
I'm just always fascinated.
Turn right.
Let's see what the doctor has in store for us.
Guys, the channel's closing on 500 million, so if you're new to the channel, please make sure you join. We're almost at half.
Please comment, subscribe.
Continue straight.
This officer is reacting to the decomposition coming from Craig Thetford's hidden body. Police have been searching for him for months with no success, and even now, with the foul odor in the air, they still have no idea.
Like Fargo. Remember that movie Fargo? When they went through the guy in a wood chipper? Jesus Christ. Imagine going out like that, wood chipper. Jesus.
I mean, dude, think about what that is. You're alive while it's happening.
You're just getting shredded.
You're watching your body.
Automate payroll and tax filings worldwide. Stay compliant everywhere. And get a comprehensive...
Yeah, he's buried. House in the middle of Kenosha City. Inside, an unknown gunman is holding wounded hostages and exchanging heavy gunfire with officers.
Turn right. Turn right.
Around 8:15 p.m. on a Monday night, multiple gunshots ring out in a quiet neighborhood in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Turn left.
8:19 p.m. 911 dispatch receives an alarming call from a man claiming someone just tried to kill him.
Kenosha 911, what's the address of the emergency? I need medics and I need ambulance. 1324 56th Street. I've just been shot. Is that a house or an apartment? It's a house.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
The shooter is in the apartment next door, and I know he's got felony warrants out of Ohio or New York.
Following this call, officers are quickly dispatched to the scene. The caller also warns them that the gunman may have felony warrants out of state. At the time, it sounded just like another detail enough right to call for help, but it was really a glimpse into someone far more dangerous than police expected. Just minutes later, police officers arrive at the scene. Almost immediately, they hear a woman screaming outside the duplex.
Hey, we have a shooting right here. Let me see your hands. He's in the house? Is he? He's shot. Who's shot? What? Show me your hands.
What is she doing? Where is Luke?
Get out of there. Come out here. Come out here. Okay, who got shot?
Wait, I'm trying to look at this. This is a duplex?
What is this woman doing? She's just standing on the front lawn, nonchalant. The guy's opening the door, he's armed.
Look at her.
And she's just like, yeah, I'd be 7 blocks away in about a heartbeat.
Yeah, like what? What is it? I don't get what this is.
You gotta tell me twice. I hear anything, God forbid. I hear a car backfire. I'm running 6 fucking blocks.
Okay. Is this all one house?
No, that's 2.
Okay, where do we get to his unit?
Hang on.
Where do we get to his unit? I need to know that.
Where do we go? You gotta tell us so we can help people. Spit it out.
You guys have a shot?
Spit it out.
Yes.
Today, Junior.
The second where the lights out.
What does she do? Is this woman half, I don't want to use a certain word. Is this woman half fucking stonad? She's going, hang on a minute, lady. People's lives are in a balance. People are shot. I'm trying to help out. She's going, yeah, I can't breathe. Get your fat that just is true. I just told you when I was a kid, and I remember my father, you know how he would my dad would say things like, he would plant these little things in my head, and I wouldn't get it right away. Then 15 years later, I'm in a bar, and all of a sudden...
What's something else he planted in your head?
Oh, please. You know what he told me? He told me, he goes, when I got married, he goes, a married man, he goes, avoid situations. I go, what do you mean? He goes, no married man should be in a woman's apartment that's not his wife. Now that might sound like a common sense thing. That might sound like common sense, right? But these things he would say stuck in my head. Because I mean, you know what I mean? There's these little things he would say, don't do this, or stay away from that, or watch out for this. And there were all these little things, and maybe it didn't hit me at the moment. But then years later, I'm somewhere, and I just, what he said fucking dawned on me. Well, you know what my Uncle Anthony told me? What? I was a very young man. My Uncle Anthony said, my dad took me down to a bar, my Uncle Anthony was there, he looked at me, he goes, he used to call me Luigi. He goes, Luigi.
It's going to Texas, California.
You can get a girl to laugh, you can get her to do anything.
Montana.
That stuck with me. And granted, I'm a young kid, I don't get it. And then years later, something happened, and I remember it. I remember my Uncle Anthony making that statement. Truer words have never been spoken.
As soon as officers make contact with the shaken woman outside, someone from inside quickly slams the door shut before they can get any answers. With the duplex having 2 separate apartments and multiple firing angles, police can't afford to wait. They need to move the woman out of danger and secure the perimeter. But just as officers begin pressing the shooter to surrender, things take a dangerous turn.
Attention players, I welcome you to my world.
There's no way dying here really means dying out there!
I first decided to open the doors at our first location. United Healthcare was one of the first companies to credential us to be able to see patients in the area. Both of the clinics had an absence of health share. The patients have multiple chronic conditions, which means that we need to see them. And so United Healthcare allows us to do that.
Hey there, I'm Kim. I'm a senior clinical transformation manager. United Healthcare has data on members who... Oh shit!
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left.
The gunman suddenly opens fire from the window.
Wait, are we not gonna, talk about how this cop just ran away?
and turn left. Turn left.
Finally, no more PDT. Now, traders of all account sizes have more flexibility than ever before. Bracket order entry, bracket orders that let traders manage entry, profit target, and stop loss, all in one time. Taste of trade.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this.
Stop it, Mike! I had a chance at birdie. Having some soccer cleats probably would help.
Bro, these cops, like, comms are ass. Like, they don't even know. The one guy started walking up casually to the house that the dude's shooting out of the window at.
Bro, we're watching a video from the confines of a nice place. This is unfolding in seconds.
But you need better communication than this. As a police department.
I'm saying they're trying to figure out what happened. And what's not, you want to know what's not helping the situation? This fat lady on the lawn. She's causing all kinds of problems. Nobody knows what the fuck's happening. You look up, shots are being fired. She's standing on the lawn looking around.
Everything we've talked about, you keep coming back to this fat lady.
Why would you, your instinct wouldn't tell you to run? Where?
Alright, we're gonna do this one.
All the cops keep saying is where? Ooh,
Alright. He was in the front window, yeah.
Clearly, the situation facing officers is extremely unpredictable. The gunman has already fired from 3 exposed windows at the front of the house and another on the east side, where Sergeant Jurgens returned fire. On the west side, 2 more exposed windows are accessible to the shooter, as well as a garage and a back exit officers don't even know about, giving the gunman even more ways to slip outside or stage an ambush. But in the midst of all of this, there are 2 urgent problems at
fun and games, and these guys show up to a call, they don't know what's going on, they get fucking ambushed. God, I'm telling you, man, God bless them. Seriously.
First, police think they're only dealing with an active shooter. There are hostages inside the house, and officers have no idea yet. Second, Officer Ray and the civilian woman remain trapped and exposed to the shooter's sights. The longer they wait, the more likely they'll be caught in the crossfire.
Hey, Frank, can you move? Can you come back to me?
I can't! I can't!
495, do you have the shield? We have somebody that's stuck right in front. Shield's in the squad up on the front corner.
Someone give me a shield!
Stay right there. Stay behind the engine block.
I am.
Anything else? You see anything or no? Where's the suspect? Where's the lady at? Hey.
This revelation finally puts everything into perspective for officers. With the hostages involved, it's clear that the situation is becoming much more complicated and a rescue plan is urgent. So with the stakes now higher, officers have 2 critical priorities. First, they need to extract the main officer before the situation becomes even more dangerous. Second, they must clear the perimeter and breach the house to rescue the hostages trapped inside. To move forward, Sergeant Jurgens requests a shield as they prepare to move with the extraction plan. But before we get to that, these cases often affect the mental health of both the officers involved and you. Down that bike made me proud. They're on a instinct, so proceed with the rescue plan.
Hey, we need the shield up here. Got somebody stuck right in the house. We gotta get them out. Okay, we're coming up to you. Stand here. You see her? You see her right here where she's stuck by the car? Yep. She's right over here. We have to get her out of that way. The house is this one right here. He was shooting right from the front window towards me. Says there's somebody in there.
There are those who would like to see you fail.
The priority is we have to get
That's
right
not going to happen.
Because she's really stuck. So
Let's
you
go.
tell me which one we're from here. That woman is saying that there's 2 people in here and that this dude has a guy hostage. So, all right, hey, you told me. Take your rifle. You just go that way. Ray, coming towards you, okay?
You fixed it out.
Yeah, I got it.
Why do they keep walking in front of the house? Like, dude, the guy is shooting out of 4 different windows. I don't know, this is confusing, bro.
Fortunately, the extraction goes smoothly, and Officer Brittany is pulled to safety. Though the real danger is still far from over. By now, multiple officers have surrounded the house from both the east and west sides, with additional backup units arriving from the east end. But things are still dangerously unpredictable, because in the middle of all of this chaos, CCTV captures a car pulling slowly into the parking lot near the house, seemingly oblivious to the active gunfire unfolding just a few feet away.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
The little changes matter.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Get the fuck out of here. Leave. I don't give a fuck. Move. Get out. He's shooting across the street at us. You're not paying fucking attention.
With the civilians swiftly cleared from the scene, officers refocus on the real danger ahead. They need to extract the civilian woman still stuck at the corner of the house, and then quickly devise a plan to confront the gunman without risking casualties. But as officers begin coordinating their next move, the gunman is already preparing to do something far worse, something that will force police to act, whether they're ready.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Go ahead.
Turn left.
10-4, Rob HQ, let's correct. 10-4.
Ma'am, are you hurt at all? Sarge, I got 4. Okay, so there's a woman that's in this corner of this house that's going to be at the northeast side. And she's kind of stuck right in here. I think she's right there. Did you see that? Did you see that? We can work a team to get her out. That's what we want to do next. You see it or no?
We have a female on this side just saying that they're shooting from the apartment on the east side.
Is she okay with the injured? Any idea where the shots are coming from? I saw I was shooting. I shot towards the house. Looks like he was shooting at this front this way towards Bray. Now I've seen him break windows, and I can see gunshots that are actually on both sides of the house.
get her, but she stayed on the front lawn. Why? As soon as this went.
I'll be right back.
went down, I understand your husband's in there, lady. As soon as this went down, why didn't she fucking hold that? She was standing there, the cops told me she was real waiting. Right? So she just stayed over there. She's on the front lawn. I can take her out.
Let me hold that. Man, who's inside the house? Yeah, what's your name? Who's inside the house? Yeah, what's your name?
That's right, honey. We're going to the city where he works to surprise him.
Yay! Dad's over there.
Matthew Lopez, got it. Okay, see what you got associated for Matthew Lopez in the house. This one right down here saying that's I think that Gary Tubbs is the husband. She's saying he's stuck inside with him.
With the suspect name identified, officers can finally begin to piece together who they're dealing with. And when dispatch relays back, raises serious concerns. According to their checks, Matthew Lopez is a registered sex offender. Even worse, the initial 911 caller also told dispatch that Lopez has felony warrants in Ohio or New York and is possibly using a fake name, though his true motives would prove to be far more complicated. With all this in mind, police realize they're dealing with an armed offender with a violent, disturbing past. Just as that information is sinking in, something completely unexpected happens. The supposed perpetrator inside the home picks up the phone and calls 911 himself.
Emergency. I have a hostage right here, and your fucking police officers are trying to sue me. I've already shot 2 people already. I'm not afraid to die. I'm going to kill him right now. God, I got it right through the fucking back of his head right now. I see one guy. He's going to scream over me. This is the problem with the fucking police. I'm telling you, you guys want to play? Okay. I don't give a fuck. And I don't have much battery left either. So if you guys want to get this fucking battery, I got a fucking really itchy trigger finger, lady. And I still got 3 balls left. Please don't.
And how many people are in there with you?
2.
The people that are with you, are they
Like,
injured?
where did that come from?
Yes.
Okay, where do they have injuries to?
In his femur.
In the femur?
Fucking femur, because your officers kept coming in there asking for simple demands.
Both of them shot in the femur?
The other man was the intruder and scared the shit out of him. You understand me? He's my neighbor. He's a fucking crack. Just break this down on me one more time. Let's see if we get close.
Let's do it right now. I'm going to hang up so that somebody can call and talk with you, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Just make sure to answer your phone.
Okay, dear. I'm trying to save you, dear. Okay, what do you need me to do, dear?
Okay, hang up and then they're going to call you.
It's your phone. I didn't mean to do Tell you that she was looking down. Okay, above the leg. Above the leg. Okay, get up.
Although Lopez never explains his motives or makes demands, he does confirm he's already shot 2 people inside the home, and in the background of the call, a wounded hostage can be heard groaning, "He's gonna do it. He's gonna kill me." So with hostages already bleeding and the gunman threatening to kill, the margin for error is razor thin, and the choices police make within the next 10 minutes will determine who makes it out alive and who doesn't. officers on the ground prepare to make one final attempt to reach Lopez and push for a surrender.
Keep doing your thing, but I'm gonna try to call him too. All right.
You guys, 2 or 3, I think, over here on the northeast corner of the house. If we can move these guys up around here, around the trees, and try to get them out, I think that'd be beneficial.
This is a multi-fucking, so weird, there's 3 doors? Fuck.
I think the one on the east is a different unit.
So that window on the southwest, there's rounds to it, it's shattered. We get a rifle there, and so it's in front. But the best option, I think we choose that one inside the phone with this guy.
515, needing a safe backup. Please leave your message for
With Lopez's phone now going straight to voicemail,
right.
any chance of negotiating a peaceful surrender is gone. Officers realize they can't wait any longer. It's time to go in.
Exit right.
Day 57 of wearing hollow compression socks. Here's what nobody tells you. I am wearing hollow compression socks every single day.
Sergeant Brian Miller coordinates a contact team. Their plan is simple, but high risk. Enter through the front door with a ballistic shield, neutralize the threat, and extract the hostages. At the same time,
Keep right.
other officers
And
are
pin.
instructed
Keep
to
right.
reposition and cover additional angles around the perimeter. Officers know this is extremely risky, and once they breach the door, they could be walking straight into a gunfight.
Alright, well, let's get moving. See your shield team, or do you want to
Keep right. And pin. Turn right.
Southwest.
Turn right.
Keep trying, man. What's the plan? Where are we in?
Continue straight.
Right there with the mailboxes. So, peel off, Sean. Move up. Your right side, left side. The shield. Right. Jerking to our left. Tell me we're moving up.
Pump up there.
Yep. All right, moving. Slow.
Continue straight.
This doesn't seem smart to do. And first of all, where's like the actual like SWAT? These are just like, aren't these like regular cops? This maybe it's just a little town, they don't have anybody. No, but this doesn't seem smart.
Keep left. And pin. Turn left. Turn left.
Contact! Contact! Left, people left. Watch that window! Watch that fucking window! Watch the window!
As police barge inside the house,
In 400 meters. Turn left.
men both lying on the floor, bleeding and barely responsive. It's not yet clear who they
Turn
are,
left.
but both appear to be hostages suffering from gunshot wounds. However, the situation is still far from under control. Beyond this room, there is
Guess we're gonna find out.
still a kitchen area.
In 400
as well as a basement.
Turn left.
With the shooter still unaccounted for, Lopez could be anywhere.
Turn left.
Right here.
Stop. Give me light. I got the hands. Give me light. I got the hands.
Hey, we need to drag him out.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Push up. Push up. Remember,
med around? Hey, drag him out. Drag him out. He's probably got a gunshot to the leg, maybe? Nope, he's got a headshot to the wound. Hey, we need to find. They said there was 2 injured here.
What?
Adrenaline is fucking you up.
5 seconds. Got 2 fingerprint blood shots to the head. Keep his gaze first. We're gonna clear the house. Okay. All right, let's go. You're gonna take this right. I'm gonna take a left.
Gotcha. I'm holding on kitchen.
If you want.
I got you, right?
Check that there. Okay, room clear. Room clear. Okay.
I got closed door to my left, kitchen opens up to the right. Switch over, switch over. I got laid on the net. Alright. Alright, I got open door right. This is the back. This is the door here. Alright. Where'd you go? You want to swim a little bit? What's this thing? It might go to a basement, I don't know. So, just move this. See if that goes out for us. Hold on, man. I got it. Hey, how many missing people are we still missing right now? So, alright, what day is this? Wow, we had 2 hostages. So far, we got 2. So, both got shot, but we don't know about anybody else. Okay. So, no, just no. There's 2.
I'm fucking done.
Is it her?
I'm fucking done. She's standing in front of the house. They don't know where the fuck she is. She's in a corner of the yard. There's a madman killing people. Her fucking husband, if she says Gary Tubbs one more time, I'm gonna smash my head against the wall. Gary fucking Tubbs. Now all of a sudden they don't know where she is. They're trying to secure the house. They hear something going on in the garage. She goes back into the fucking house. Bro, you know what?
Why is she in the garage?
You know what? I'm done. I don't give a fuck.
What is she doing?
Instead of hauling your ass the fuck away from there, because there's a man with a rifle on a rampage, they breach the house. They're trying to find a shooter. They drag out the 2 injured people, one of which is your stupid husband, Gary Tubbs.
Jergens grabbed Tubbs.
And you decide in your infinite wisdom with your fucking pea brain that you have. You have a pea brain. You go back into the house and you barricade yourself in the garage with your 2 dogs.
When I put it in reverse, it fucking does that?
What are you doing?
Is there anybody else we don't know? Is there anybody else that was in there?
No.
Okay. Ma'am, why don't you
Dewey lives in the side apartment.
Dewey?
The one that got shot.
Turns out the civilian woman from earlier managed to run and hide inside the garage. According to her, there's...
So you say no, and then you go
Our
to
mission
jail
is to
when
secure the
Dewey's
safety
over
of the
there.
American
So you got
people,
Dewey,
including you.
Wilcox,
Buckle up.
Tubbs, Jurgens, who else? You got Dewey, Wilcox, and Gary Tubbs. First of all, this woman is not right. She's not even while there's an active shooter and there's a fucking shootout going on like it's the OK Corral, instead of taking your fat ass and rolling down the street, you go back into the house. This is a fact.
Turn right.
What I'm saying is, why would you run back into the garage?
It's still inside the house, in a different section of the duplex that officers haven't cleared yet. Until now, all attention has been focused on the front unit and the basement.
In 400 meters. Turn right.
But the layout of the home is
Turn
a
right.
two-unit structure, with the second unit still unaccounted for. But before officers...
In 400
Alright,
meters.
so here's the deal.
Turn left.
National Concealed Carry Reciprocity is about to change everything. It means if you have
Turn
a
left.
permit, it could be valid in all 50 states. But here's the catch. You need to already have your permit before this kicks in if you want to be grandfathered in.
I didn't wait around. I got mine online. No classes and no range time.
Sir Eric Blum can relay that information. Sergeant Brian Miller is already patrolling near that side of the house, unaware it hasn't been cleared.
What door is that, do you know?
Where you take that?
If she's somehow inside the house now, I'm done. I'm not visiting. She's hiding under the bed.
She's cooking dinner.
How do you keep getting around? Why don't you save him? Why aren't you running for your life?
Just getting some Pop-Tarts from the cabinet.
I left something in the stove.
Police department. Sergeant Miller.
Hi.
Come on out, guys.
I'm trying. I'm shot.
You're shot where?
My leg.
Anybody else in here?
No, just me and my dog. My leg.
Anybody else in here?
No, just me and my dog. Okay, I've got officers right here by me. Okay, thank you.
Come on up.
All right, bye-bye.
Hold that. To the right to the step.
Can I just shut my door, please? Don't let my dog
Your
out.
dog's be fine. Who else is here with you?
Nobody. It was just me and my dog.
Bro, it's an active shooter situation. I'm not worried about your fucking blood.
We can't clear the base yet. This is a different guy, different apartment.
Watch that window, guys.
Yep. Is that where you stay?
That's where I do believe he's at.
Inside the second unit, Sergeant Miller finds the same man who first called 911. He's also suffering from a gunshot wound, making him the third confirmed victim extracted from the scene so far. But Sergeant Miller quickly realizes
Why do I feel like somebody was shot in the head? It was a Gary Tubbs. That's the thing. And I gotta be perfectly honest with you. Where's this woman? Apparently there's no disease in the house. Not some stuff. Apparently they can't find hiding area.
something is not adding up. Earlier, Lopez claims there were only 2 hostages, but now police
Might be alive? Wait a minute, damn.
Turn left.
Fucking child rapist who's murdering people, possibly lies? Are you fucking stupid?
People inside the house unaccounted for. Police proceed to check the unit but find no sign of the gunman. That leaves only one place they have it clear, the basement. Officers quickly regroup and head back towards the locked basement door, prepared to face whoever
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Okay, I'm gonna move up into the door. If you want to take to the left here.
Got walls here. Okay, just slow down, Eric. Let me clear this.
Okay.
All right, I'm on you. I'm one. Yep. Ready? Blue.
Go to this side.
Okay, there's a dead corner here I can't clear yet.
All right, I got you.
Fuck. See that corner I'm talking about?
Yep. All right, let me peel off.
Okay.
I'll peel off this left side here.
Go clear?
So we got a big room to clear. Just one more.
You got two.
We got four. I'm gonna go by six. I got this door here. Someone shoot that corner. Door's good. Yeah, I'll open this door.
Officers targeted and drugged, that his phone was wiped, and ranting about a stolen kilo of cocaine. On the evening of December 19th, while others cooked and watched a movie, Lopez finally snapped. He suddenly grabbed a woman, pulled out a pistol, shouted about people outside trying to kill him, and fired 2 rounds into the ceiling. Investigators later confirmed the bullet was letting his pants. Lopez turned the gun and shot one resident in the femur. When a neighbor stepped outside to investigate the commotion, Lopez shot him as well. Detectives later concluded that it was the peak of a drug-fueled paranoia spiral that made Lopez lash out at those around him before confronting police and turning the gun on himself. Injured victims were treated and discharged from hospital. Matthew Lopez was later pronounced dead. With him, the truth.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Pretty sure like 150's Einstein. I think I'm 160.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
Wow. gets
right.
to. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
That is their job.
So the bottom line is, any
Exit right.
situation where honestly you legitimately think you're going to help someone, whatever it is, maybe you're going to the right place and you want to help someone.
Turn left.
The fact of the matter is, you have to protect yourself. And these guys, their job is to get a conviction or get, obviously arrest someone, and then have them prosecuted, whatever. So the fact of the matter is, you just have to be very smart with this shit.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I want to
Literally, immediately ask for a warrant. The cop is trying to respond by saying that he literally has to. No, I know he has to, but he's saying it in a smart way. He's like, oh no, this is what he says to everyone. This is just trying to act like it's casual.
That means anything that you were saying here is, if brought to court, can be
Keep
used
right.
against me.
And pin, turn right. Turn right.
This is formalities, right? So, he's my note taker here. Sorry. We're talking about what kind of person would do this. Yeah. Whole release or less. Someone just.
Keep right. And pin, turn right.
And I mean, what we know about Token's running, you seem like you know a little bit
Turn
more
right.
about Token. It's, his main themes are hope and hopelessness and a love for things that grow. He was very much against the Industrial Revolution and stuff like that.
What is this guy? What the fuck is he talking about, bro? Industrial Revolution.
So again, because of the fucking arrogance this guy is, this guy is corporate. And he obviously thinks this is false guy.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
He's pulling shit out of his ass.
This is gonna outsmart the cops. That's what the title is.
Took away from nature. Took away from the what should that be a person on fun? What should happen if I'm that badge? I don't imagine you're going to read him his rights, formality, and walk away. And if you do what you can do, of course.
Why would he ask that? You're sitting there answering questions.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
You know, I cannot think of any good reason something like that could happen. I did.
Bro, this guy laughing and smiling is like pissing me off.
Who?
This guy,
Fame?
This guy, Fame. Like, I'm actually getting triggered, man.
You know what's interesting?
I'm trying not to, but I
it's
am.
interesting the way this cop is approaching it. He's putting this guy in a position to say, you should be lying.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you met Jeff. He came over to Bob and Joe's. Okay, do you remember what that was? Early when I got there, a couple days after I got there.
Thane says he met Jeff when he first got to Bob and Joyce's house. Let me give you some context on who Bob and Joyce are and how they fit into this story. Bob and Joyce Strout were an elderly couple who lived just down the road from Jeffrey Ryan's trailer. Thane had been staying with them for only a few weeks leading up to the murders, claiming he was there to help the Joyce like tending to house chickens, working in Joyce's garden, and doing odd jobs. To neighbors, he appeared to be just another young man down on his luck, given shelter by a kind family. What's particularly interesting is what happened immediately after the murders. Within days of the bodies being discovered, Bob Stroud drove Thane 300 miles south to Dover, New Hampshire, effectively removing him from the investigation zone. For someone who claimed to barely know the victims, it was curious timing. While police were desperately searching for a killer, and while the community lived in fear, Thane Ormsby was settling into a new life in another state, believing he had committed the perfect crime.
You talked about earlier how you went up there and you stayed for There was just a week,
and then you came back to all you talked to that Jeff that you doing that time?
No.
Oh, no.
I've never.
This time.
This time, I met him. I was up there to stay. I was staying. He came a couple days after I met him.
Okay. And tell me about that.
Introduced me to civilians. His name.
And you knew at this point. And you guys said, well,
That's we were cool. He said,
how long were you listening there?
half an hour.
Half an hour.
20 minutes.
Just a little boy not there.
No. He was with his mother.
And then it was there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at some point, Jeff leaves. After about half an hour, so Jeff leaves.
Yeah, Jeff leaves.
Okay. And you stay at the house
I had gone up there.
that same day. Or when I'm so confused about when you went, because you said before that you asked him to try to get you a job and stuff.
I asked him about work.
Right.
I asked him if he could find me any work, and I went back up to check and see if he had any work, if he
That
heard
day.
anything.
That day, right?
Yeah.
And then you, at some point, you went back though, and that's when he told you that I'm having a hard time trying to find you a job. I'm having a hard time.
An elite
getting
team has
you
been
a
assembled
job.
to guide the mission. Let's get started.
That was the second visit or third visit?
See how the detective builds a bridge from denial to explanation. He treats rights as a formality, offers mistake/panic/self-defense exits, and even chats Tolkien to align values. Then he tests punishment views and tightens the timeline. Thine condemns the killer, yet allows, unless there's a good reason, hedges on details and keeps talking. Classic minimization guiding a suspect toward a lesser evil mission.
He didn't know anything.
That was the second visit or third visit you were back there to Jeff's.
I didn't think about this.
Turn right.
Because you said before that you asked him to get you a job and stuff, and then later in our last interview, just he had didn't see any jobs that didn't find and trouble. And then Jeff's last interview.
Turn left.
So I go up to talk to him.
How long ago after the first visit were you up there?
A week.
1 week later. Okay. And what's going on this week later?
It's just outside.
And how was Jeff doing?
Jeff was see what was going on.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
And he's having a beer, so it must have been not raining.
No, it's not raining. It's blowing along. It's bright. It's just
Continue straight.
What type of dog was that?
What type of dog? It was a So
Tell me about
when I show up,
you keep saying Doug.
Last time we were talking, you mentioned the name Doug,
and you just did it again. Yeah. Are you saying Doug or dog?
Dog.
Oh, okay.
I said Dora and Doug. Dora and Shadow, the dogs.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, here. You have an accent, so we keep thinking you say Doug.
It's like they're wearing them down. It's so methodical. Yeah. It's slow, it's methodical. And then they're asking them, what are you saying? This is, I don't know. He should be
Continue straight.
Okay. So you're there, and what goes on? He's one of those who stop calling them.
He said, talked to me, invited me in. Said, have a beer. I had a beer. I said,
Keep left. You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
It was just one morning, and I just decided to stop it and say hi and ask me. How did you get there? How did I get there? I walked. You walked? Yeah, it's a short distance. You didn't take a ride? No. Okay. Do you mind? I'm not a visual guy. Can you call the trailer for me and say where you went in that trailer? Because it's important to see where you went. All the okay. Show me. Show me. Sure. Yeah. So, like I said, I was walking down the road, and he was walking around here somewhere. And he walked in, talked to him, and I met his dog. I think I walked over and petted his dog. I walked in, and he told me to come in, grab a book. And then he's got chairs here. We sat down here. It was a hot day. We came back outside. Sat down here. That was it. How long were you there, you think? Half hour. Half hour.
You have a job to finish, not parts to chase. Step into a seamless shopping experience with parts.cat.com. The one-stop shop that makes it easy for you to find and purchase genuine cat parts, so you can get back to what matters.
And he had already showed you around the place before this, you said? There was at least 2 visits, and you said the very first time you met him, you met him. And you said, I asked you the second or third visit that this happened. You said it was the second one.
Versus 3. The Doug Dog confusion tests composure. The goal is to lock him into a single version, then show contradictions to undermine credibility.
They agree on us.
Well, because it just... Okay.
Right.
There are only 2 occasions I've met Jeff.
Uh-huh.
The one where he comes down to the house.
Right.
And I combine those 2 occasions with one.
Okay.
A week later, I come back.
And you're on your bike this time?
And I'm on my bike this time.
Uh-huh.
And I ride my bike, but I ride my bike on Brooklyn.
Right.
And I ride it on the lawn.
But you just said you walked there. So now they're going to use all this and be like, look, he's a liar. Like, you just fucked yourself. You just said you walked.
Holy shit.
So you lied.
Yeah.
You lied. You lied. To a cop.
Right here somewhere.
Okay.
I come in and I have a beer with him. And he shows me around the house.
During that visit?
Yeah. During that visit. And that's the only visit, though, that I made to Jeff.
Oh, no. You said the first time. The same occasion. You said the very first time he met you, you asked him to get a job and stuff. He said, come on.
2 different occasions. I combine the 2 just to be seen.
No, each time you were here. How many times you were at this house? Once.
Then, dude, dumbass, you just said you walked there. You just said you walked there.
Wait. I thought this guy was so brilliant. Fane, whatever the fuck. Ormsby. All right. Another fucking don't. Nah, man.
I've been to his house once, and it was just...
And this time here, he shows you around.
And he shows me around.
So the first time you said you went there after you met that very first time you met him.
I said, but really that was the week later. Just to be simple.
Why would you do that? Why would you confuse me like that? I confuse easy.
Let's get going. The leaders of many foreign nations await your arrival.
Because we got 3 people dead. So that's why it makes it very relevant. Especially when people are not telling the truth.
I understand, but I mean, I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So, I didn't. Jason. I've heard of him. I've heard of him through Craig. He's Craig's friend. And again, I haven't seen Craig in years, and he was up there when I was there. But
and he talks about Jason?
No.
Craig talks about Jason?
Other people.
How do you know that Craig's friend?
I think,
Drove by
haunted their houses, Baltimore?
It's just amazingly good. There's this thought where they're like, well, if I want a lawyer, I'm going to see him guilty. That's a thought. I'm just here, these cops are asking you specific questions. You're going to find your name. Like, what do you know?
They had shit on you, they would have arrested you. They don't have shit on you. You're gonna fuck yourself over. Get a lawyer.
This thing about I just find they do not have any rights.
I think there's Craig. They say that was the way like you guys said that his friend's house. I asked him. He didn't say it was my friend Jason's. Usually it's something.
Well, no, I'm trying to understand. Usually talking circles, okay? I'm trying to say, who told you about Jason?
Back to who told me about Jason. I don't know who told me about Jason. I think Robert or Craig or Maya. Jason was Craig's friend.
So, okay, you're in that home only one time.
Okay, this is. We're going home. We'll come back home.
Even if this guy is innocent,
This is bad. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'd be like,
all
dude,
shit
this is
that we
getting
watch,
ridiculous.
I don't think
I want to
we've seen one this bad.
Fucking Jesus.
Fucking fame owns me.
At a grocery, he honks at these two houses. I didn't ask Craig.
He
I
owns
asked, I
Fucking
asked
Thane
Robert
or-
Jordan. I said, yeah, who lives up there? I said, oh, that's Craig's friend, Jason.
Why would you have to Jordan on this? That's great.
Me and Craig were silent. We were.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We were silent.
Guys, holy shit! Wow, I'm a little. I'm at a loss.
Casper, Wyoming.
This is kind of crazy. What did you
Walmart
think was going to
mega
happen?
store.
That you were just going to outsmart these guys because your name is Thane? What the fuck?
I mean, it wasn't any of my business.
Well, you made it your business by asking.
Yeah.
Let's roll. We owe it to our children to have you arrive safely.
I was just getting introduced to the area.
Okay. So you want him up that ride, down up that ride with your bike one time?
One time.
Okay. Why are we finding a couple different trips up the road and another trip to the woods on the bike and footprints going through the woods and stuff coming up?
I mean, seriously just incriminating yourself.
Are you confused and maybe forgot a time you were on the bike and coming up and then we get back and they came on and all that stuff? Yes, you're Anthony. Did you forget that? You did. Just trying to see that was getting here coming up and found it. You forget that?
Boxes lying in the bike dock.
Turn right.
He first denied owning it. Now he admits it after investigators found bike tracks in a K9 trail matching the driver. The story shifts from evidence into two similar to straightforward. Questions about vehicles, dogs, and Jason Craig expose shady
Keep left. And then turn left.
Check out the junkyard. It's right beside
Turn left.
Okay, across the street. I don't know where it is. Because we have K lines and stuff, but and the tracks to the here. He said that somebody was stuff, bikes and all that stuff. But eventually, someone came out with someone across the ball and probably a bike.
visibly shaken by the questions about the beer and cigarettes, and for good reason. At the crime scene, investigators had found 3 beer bottles sitting on the kitchen counter, all half empty. DNA testing revealed that 2 of the bottles belonged to the victims Jeffrey Ryan and Jason Dahmer. But the 3rd bottle contained DNA from an unknown male. Someone else had been drinking in that trailer shortly before the murders. The cigarette evidence was equally damning. In the ashtray, investigators found 2 different
boys there. So 3 of you were sitting there having beer, right? And it was just the food was fully on there.
Yes.
Okay. So show me where the truck, the 4-wheeler, and the cars. We just want to be
I think at this point he's like, fuck, you have my DNA, like, I whatever. Like, I think he's past that point, you know? I hope that Los doesn't think we're thankful for him. It's a real comment, bro. It's a real comment.
It's really nice. Nice thing to say.
And the fact that even on like a day like Thanksgiving, bro, you gotta be whatever that is.
We know that's the truck. We know that's the car. I think that's the 4-wheeler.
4-wheelers right there. Okay. All right. Now you pedal up here to bike. Where do you park your bike?
What are you doing? Why are you so loud?
Okay, that's good. That explains.
Why are you crying?
Okay. So you go inside. You're sitting at the bar with Jason and.
I'm sitting at the table.
I'm sorry.
They're sitting at the bar. I'm sitting at the table.
Table's here.
I'm sitting in this chair right there.
Okay. And they're sitting at the bar. When you walk in, they go, "Hey, come on in." Or life is good at this point, right? When you walked in, were they okay to see you?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they offer you a beer.
Yeah.
You go to the refrigerator and get the beer.
Yeah.
Because you had one before you opened the beer's cap. These are grab your beer. Okay. You stop and sit at the table. They're sitting here and they're having a smoke. At this point, you have a smoke.
Now the detective pushed back even harder. K9S traced bike tracks to Bob and Joyce's road. He denies riding there, blaming other cyclists. They pivot to beer. 3 half-full bottles on Jeff's counter. 2 from Jeff and Jason. A third with Thine's fingerprints and DNA. Mixed filters suggest 2 smokers. Thine says he left a bottle weeks earlier, but cleaners cleared the trailer after a Monday party, so the bottle had to be recent. Pressed, he changes his story. Tuesday evening, he biked over, parked, drank a beer, smoked, met Jason, and sat inside while the boy played, matching the forensic timeline exactly.
At this point, you have a smoke. Right?
Yeah, I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. You had at least 2 cigarettes.
That's right. I was smoking Black Hawks that night.
Yeah.
With the white box.
Right then.
You know more than I do.
I know everything.
Yeah. You know more.
And soon you're going to know that I know that you know that I know, right? Okay, follow that? Okay, it's a little dance we're doing, but you know that I know. So you have a smoke. Something goes terribly wrong. Jeff comes outside, we think. Something happened right down this area. Outside.
We went outside.
Miko,
He came over here by the garden. I smoked a joint.
Down here by the
You're not
garden
going
area.
out.
I'm sorry?
I smoked a joint.
It just
Jason.
rained.
You smoked a joint with
You're not
Jason?
going out, Bubba.
Okay.
And Jeff didn't smoke.
No, you're not.
And he said,
Still don't know the boys there yet.
Chill out,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay, so you smoke a joint down this area. So
Roll
a
it
joint
down.
there with Jason.
like I said, I asked Jeff about work. And he, and we were talking about carpentry and all sorts of different things, and he said he had some nails for me. And that's why you have my prints towards the shed.
How back?
Towards the shed. He was trying, he wanted to show me.
Where's the sheds? Where are the sheds? Okay. Do you want to show you some nails that are up there? Is that why? I missed what you said. There were some nails up there.
Show me some nails.
When were you up there by the sheds?
That.
Tuesday night. In the Wednesday night. Tuesday.
It was Tuesday night.
Our mission is to secure the safety of the American people, including you. Buckle up.
It's true. I know.
That's not even so hard. Okay. Hey, here's what we're gonna do.
That's earnest.
I'm honest. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I appreciate you being honest. All right. I appreciate that a lot. I want you to go get your cup of coffee. We'll give you a piss spray. If you want some food, we can make that happen. I'm hungry too. I cannot get you a joint. They kind of frown on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I cannot get you a beer. Trust me, I won't.
I don't.
Okay. I do.
I do.
Yeah. If I could give you a joint, I would. All right. Here's the deal.
My question is, the way this was presented, this really smart guy, how smart the detective, how stupid. He's so dumb with it.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Why'd you go?
Bro.
We have go get a cigarette break. Okay, now we will have a cigarette. Okay.
By this point, detectives knew he had cornered Payne. His story was unraveling with each question, and he was clearly close to breaking. But experienced interrogators understand that too much pressure can cause a suspect to shut down completely or demand a lawyer. So when Thane asks for a cigarette break, they gladly oblige. This isn't kindness, it's strategy. The break allows him to take
in 400 meters
to feel like he's
turn
still
right.
in control,
Turn right.
preventing him from feeling so cornered that he stops talking altogether. During the cigarette break outside, Thane became visibly emotional. As he sat on the steps, tears rolled down his cheeks, the first real crack in his composed facade. The weight of the interrogation was clearly taking its toll.
Did he bring you coffee? When he gets back in here, I'll get you one, alright? Do you actually want coffee though? Yes. Okay, I'll get you one. I'll get you one. It's back in here. Where would you like to start? Tuesday.
Continue straight. Keep left. Continue straight. Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
I did see Jesse was including videos. He was playing video games and just
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
Green. Just this wasn't like got into a fight and someone died. You stabbed the fuck out of two grown men and a 10-year-old. And the way they said he stabbed him was this like almost like a military type where you like stab and turn. Oh fuck. And then it like rips everything apart. Because if you just go in and out, you're saying
Continue straight. Keep right. And then turn right.
Did he have to?
lawyer, and the lawyer talks about evidence and when was this retrieved and could have this happened and trying to make doubt and everything else. Like, you don't even give yourself a shot.
No.
You didn't even give yourself. Listen, I know you were a cold-blooded murderer, sick bastard.
I mean, he killed.
Maybe he just wanted to go to jail.
Bro. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not like. I'm glad this sick son of a bitch, wherever he is now, who knows. But what I'm saying is, like, put this aside for a second. Just aside. Maybe it's something obviously a lot less serious than this. Whatever. I'm just saying you got to take what's available to you.
I'm sorry. I killed him.
You killed Jeff. And how did you do that?
With a knife?
So he was bent over, and no,
back to.
He was back to you, and you stabbed him in the back. I'm asking. Yeah. Okay. And where'd you get the knife?
It was my own.
It was that bayonet type knife. Large knife, and that's the one you keep sharpening all the time, right? That was that you brought that with you because you always wear it. Right?
I didn't know you knew that much. Yeah.
So.
And I knew that.
He's outside. Okay, he's out there by the shed, and Jason's in the house.
Oh, you're sitting right now, inches away from a cold-blooded psycho murderer, and you have to be cool. Like, honestly, like.
I mean, listen, he's been patted down.
No,
they got guns.
No,
There's
but,
nothing.
well,
He's not
like,
gonna do shit.
I understand, but I understand, but I mean, you have to be cool and keep your composure, where you're obviously sitting across from a total psychopath.
Yeah.
And you still have to be respectful and not,
Jason and the boy are in the house. Jason and Jesse are in the house.
Jason sat down next to Jesse on the couch.
Right. And you guys are outside. And you're thinking, now it's time. He never said it.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right. And then turn right.
So you stabbed him as he fighting back.
Turn right. You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
You are the strongest man in the world, and you just saved my.
This is not that heavy.
How about for everyone?
And they were on the couch. I started Jason. And Jesse went into the back.
Okay. He went on to describe in calm, chilling detail how he murdered 3 people step by step. The motive in the dark and senseless. He said he did it to test himself, to see if he was good at killing. He'd spent years wanting to be a soldier, never made it into the military, and decided to prove his skills in the worst way possible. His confession also put a spotlight on Bob Stack. Bob Stack
10. He kills the one guy, and he goes into the house, kills the other guy, and then he chased the kid into the room. Could you imagine the horror? That's like a horror movie. It's like a what's that movie? Scream, like with the guy chasing after you with the knife. This poor little kid, man, was like, oh my God, whatever. Chase him behind the door and stand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's something out of a horror movie. That's like a Halloween, like whatever. He just said, I want to be in the military. I want to see. Dude. Oh, he's never going to see the light of day again. That's it. He's done.
I'll be back on. Maybe later. 9 o'clock. Might be. Well then, if you stop by, and I'll see you later. Peace.